Alright viewers, if you've been online at all in the last couple of days, you've probably seen posts like this. Obviously the post says East versus West. It has a picture of Eve and Vin Diesel. I don't know why he's here. And there's a comment that says, tweets like this are why I'm so happy Stellar Blade didn't win anything. Posts like this have been all around TikTok, Instagram, everywhere around the internet. You have one side saying this is what real women look like, which that's not true. I've seen real women and they're a lot curvier than this. And another side saying we're tired of woke, ugly female characters in video games. Now to be honest, I could go all day telling you guys about what I think and my opinion and about everybody else's opinion about the drama on the internet, but you guys hear enough about that from other videos. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really give a damn. Anyone who's ever played Stellar Blade knows that it's a good game, and it's way more than just gooner bait. And anyone who's seen the trailer of Intergalactic more than likely will get the idea that it's just a cash grab based off all the product placement in that one trailer. So you guys make your own opinions about that. I'm not here to tell you what to think. Night's asleep, so you know what that means. It's time to ask the real questions. Now I dropped a post the other day asking how attractive would a woman have to be, in your opinion, to still be considered attractive even if she's bald. And you guys did not disappoint in the comments. So this is what I'm gonna do. I wanna see how many of y'all actually have good taste. Of course, there's nothing wrong with liking an ugly woman. Everyone has their own opinions and taste, but would the majority agree with you? For instance, I know the majority of men would not find this intergalactic character very attractive. Specifically because she's bald. And you could add the fact that she has no curves. And looks like one of those women who joined the 4B movement. You know, this type of woman.
No! 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 Why?
Tragic. So anyway, under the post, one of you guys stated that you don't personally find bald women attractive, but that you also don't need a goon over every fictional character. Alright, respect. So I can understand that. When it comes to video games and movies, you're not trying to watch an adult film, you want to generally like the character. And personally speaking, I never really found many bald women very attractive either. Until!
Oh my god!
My brothers and sisters, I tell you, I never even played Mass Effect before. And I don't even need to know that I would smash! Now I think in some of her images she actually has hair. Just a tad bit, but still like bald on the side. But even when she's completely bald, she looks great. Now ladies and gentlemen, I have to ask, why is this? Because Jack here doesn't have the biggest boobs or the biggest ass. But what she does have is that natural feminine sex appeal. Or in other words, she's just very pretty. I would even dare to say she looks more like a woman than the chick from Intergalactic does. But again, that's just my opinion, and you're welcome to tell yours in the comments, but Jack's design is just way better. Another one someone mentioned is Eve Saval from the Fifth Element movie. And honestly, not bad at all. But see, just like Jack, she's naturally pretty. So this honestly makes me even more curious though, because many people think Jack is attractive, and I doubt many people think Eve is unattractive. So when it comes to the Intergalactic lady, the real issue is that she's just not pretty enough. Even under my post, at least one of you found the Intergalactic lady attractive. However, the majority of you didn't. And I think that by itself says a lot. Because unless you're a 10 out of 10, like Jack or like Eve, many men would not find bald women very attractive. Now, does she have to look like gooner bait? I don't think so. But, and this is important, most gamers in the world are male. And if most men don't like bald women, or at least they don't find them appealing, why would you make one of the main protagonists of a video game in the first place? I'll let you guys answer that in the comments. But personally speaking, I think they should have gave her hair and made her a lot prettier. It seems to me the only reason they'll make her look like this in the first place is they want to spark up controversy. And just judging by the turned off comments and the loads of dislikes, their plan is really backfiring. Tragic. But anyway, one of you guys stated that the Dora Milaja, I probably butchered that name, but anyway, you stated they could get it. And my brother, all I have to say that is chocolate! If you think they look good in the movie, you should see them in the comments. These women are literally just a black Amazonians. But wait a minute, no, that's not true, because there actually are black Amazonians in DC Universe. But either way, god damn they stacked! Bro, I would smash and rub their head to make a wish. They may kill me for it, but what do I care? I'm a cat, I don't give a damn! If curiosity kills me, let it be by Snoo Snoo! Alright, another one of y'all mentioned was Sigourney Weaver, aka Ellen Ripley from Alien 3. And she, I mean, personally, she doesn't look the best compared to some of the others. Well, she was like the last woman on Earth. And I had to choose either her or like a fat chick, then Ellen Ripley can get it. Also, even though she looks fine with no hair, it's kind of hard to deny that she looks better with hair. It's so pretty. Also, it gives a cat something to pull. Look, I said it, but at least one of you were thinking it. Don't lie. Okay, maybe mostly I was thinking it, and I'm alone, I'm a pervert, blah, blah, blah. Still, you must admit the truth. Bald women have no hair to pull them sheets. And this kid likes to play rough. Come on, don't act like for a second you never pulled a woman's hair. At least in the context I'm talking about. I know one of y'all did it. And ladies that's listening, I know at least one of y'all that had it done to you liked it. Don't deny it, ladies. Say it loud, say it proud. You a freak and you know it. Ain't no shame in that. Now, one of you mentioned Asajj Ventress, and I butchered that name, I just know it. From Star Wars, and bald. She need to use the force to pull some weed towards that bald head. Bro, I'm sorry. But if it looks like I can point your head towards an angle to reflect the sun, then you should probably grow your hair back. Unless you're trying to use her hair as a weapon to blind her enemies. But I mean, if it didn't work with Anakin, it's not gonna work with me. I'm mostly staring at her titties anyway. And judge me if you want, I'm short. What do you think I'm looking at when I look at a woman? Her amazing personality? Hell no! This is the thunder thighs, the voluptuous cheeks, or those tickle biggies. Lucky though, I probably still would hit. So I gotta put a bag over her head. And yo, you know what I just realized? Bro, maybe they could keep the intergalactic woman bald. You just gotta give her an amazing ass. Like seriously, give her the cake, and it's game of the year. Either way, she's gonna be on Rule 34 in the future, so they might as well do it. Matter of fact, she's probably on Rule 34 right now. Let me check.
A few moments later.
Bro, you got to be kidding me. People hate her so much she's not even on Rule 34 yet. Do you realize how ugly you gotta be to not be on Rule 34 as soon as you're mentioned on the media? Like, bro, that's probably Rule 34 freaking Stitch. That's insane. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. And would you rather have a woman that looks like Eve in a video game? Or one that looks like Vin Diesel? I have to mention that this post stated that Eve had no personality in the game, which is how I know they probably didn't play the game. They also said that the intergalactic woman had more personality. But my question is, how do they know she has more personality than Eve if the game really hasn't even came out yet? Like, most people know nothing about this character. And Eve from Stellar Blade is a soldier, technically, more like a cyborg, but you get the point. And as a person who's played the game all the way through, I can tell you she has plenty of personality. Check this out.
Will the memory stick be destroyed? Because it's already contaminated.
No, it won't be.
In that case, I'll be floating among the stars to space.
Taki!
Play the game for yourself if you still don't believe me. They just added a 2B skin, by the way. Man, those developers were cooking with this! But tell me what you think in the comments. Don't tell Knight what I've been doing, because I'll deny it immediately. No snitching, I mean it. Bros before bald ho-ho-hos. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.